right now. Corey, actually, seems that there's an update from the National Weather Service right now. What are they saying?
Yeah, Alyssa, this is the tornado warning continues. The tornado warning has been canceled for Clay County, but the tornado warning now just for Putnam County. This lasts until 2:15, so that's just, that is 13 minutes from now. At 2:01, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Barden near Palatka, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Bostwick is directly in the path of this potential tornado. We're going to go back to First Alert Doppler HD. This is what it looks like outside. Orange Park on the First Alert Skycam network. Shrouded in showers and just kind of a yucky day out there, but we also have the threat for severe and tornadic storms. If you're in Bostwick, you need to take cover right now. This potentially tornadic storm is headed your way. Tornado warning now just for Putnam County. This is until 2:15. A little bit of lightning here as this is crossing US 17 north of Palatka. This is going to cross 17 between the Putnam and Clay County line and Palatka. So heads up Bostwick. If you know anybody who lives down here along or just off of US 17 in northeastern Putnam County, give them a call. It never hurts to make sure a friend or a family member knows what is going on. At least in terms of the radar display. This is looking a little less intense, but I'm going to flip it back over to the wind, and we still have a bit of a wind signature here on First Alert Doppler HD. The green is wind moving toward the radar, and we're looking from up in Jacksonville. So that is wind coming from the south. Wherever we kind of have these gray pixels here, that is wind that is moving from north to south. So that's where we get that wind shear and where it tightens up there. Basically right next to each other where we really close together. Alyssa, let's actually move First Alert Storm Analyst down to this storm and take a look at that so we can take a look at NROT. In the meantime, I'm going to switch this back to First Alert Doppler HD. Bostwick. If you're watching in Bostwick, you have friends or a family member down in Bostwick. Bostwick is in the direct path of this potentially tornadic storm. Seeing more and more lightning with this as well. So this is going to be a bit of a loud storm as it crosses US 17 north of Palatka. Palatka not included in this tornado warning, but spots just north of Palatka and north of the plant as this tornado warning extends until 2:15 p.m. I'm going to go back down to street level mapping here. This is a bit of a rural part of Putnam County, north of Palatka. County Landfill Road, West River Road, and then there is West River Road yet again, Palmetto Bluff Road, and even a little bit tighter, and the lightning is kind of covering this up here. Price Street, Register Road, there's Bostwick Cemetery Road, Bostwick proper, El Prado Court, Milliken Road, down US 17, pushing in even tighter here. The roads aren't popping on here. White Road, Environmental Boulevard, already hit that a second ago. If you're here in your street, you hear a street that sounds familiar to you, it's time to take shelter. Move to an interior closet or bathroom away from windows, as this storm could produce a tornado at any time. This is moving toward Bostwick. Those of you in Bostwick, you need to seek shelter immediately. And we're going to swap over here to First Alert Storm Analyst Alyssa Pejic. Switch this up for me a little bit. So, okay, this is the radar display, and you see the finger there as it kind of curves around and is starting to flatten out a little bit. So it gets really tight there, and now it's kind of flattening back. And there is some rain building in on the back end of this. And I chased tornadoes for years before I came here to Florida. And whenever rain moves in on the back end of storms, it can actually cut off the rotation in the fuel that it's actually working with to try to develop a tornado. So this may actually help in our favor, and in Bostwick's favor. There is Bostwick right there. And Alyssa Pejic, tell us about this other thing we're looking at on the right.
Yeah, so NROT, that's showing the rotation in the winds in that wind field, as Corey, as you can see to the left of Corey, or now beside me. This is indicating the area of rotation or rotating winds with that little triangle right there, and you can see it's on its way to Bostwick right now. So be sure to head indoors into your safe place, because you can see that with radar definitely indicated some rotation there with the storm capable of producing a tornado. And this just, Corey, really just helps to emphasize that it is correlating with our radar. As we start to see these products lay on top of each other, then that just gives us more certainty that this is definitely an area to watch. So Bostwick, be sure to head inside and continue to watch this coverage.
As this is moving directly into Bostwick, Alyssa, thank you for that. Bostwick here, okay, I'm covering it up with the banner here. Let me move this just a little bit. We're right in the thick of the tornado warning, but this is US 17, this line right here, and this is Bostwick. So you can see Bostwick there. A potentially dangerous part of this storm is just a matter of yards away from US 17 and just south and west of Bostwick. This is the wind now. This is the velocity in the really bright blue here. Alyssa, can you hover over that and tell me the wind? My guess is maybe that's 50 some miles per hour.
This says 64.
Okay, so we have 60 mile per hour winds reading over US 17 just south of Bostwick. The radar beam is a little high up. It's probably a few thousand feet off the ground. So potentially not all of that wind is making its way down to the ground. But okay, now we have a tornado vortex signature. That's just a fancy term for the radar thinks that this is a tornado, or it could drop a tornado at any time. The radar presentation is looking a little less impressive, so that's good news. That's better news for at least a tornado potentially dropping at any time. But this is still a very serious storm that's just developing in real time here on First Alert Doppler HD. So I'm going to go back to First Alert Doppler HD, and we're going to time this out here. Okay, kind of an overview. Rain moving into Jacksonville. This is a big line of showers and thunderstorms as well. Some lightning here and there. We don't have a ton of lightning. A decent amount of rain that's moving into Jacksonville now. It is not severe, but we may have some gusty winds. And then our tornadic storm is basically due north of Palatka. Palatka, you are not included in this tornado warning, but this storm is headed for Bostwick. And we're still kind of getting these little fingers, if you will, on this storm. There's another little one kind of right here as it's very near US 17 and just south of Bostwick. Even more lightning with the storm as well. Tornado warning until 2:15. We're 6 minutes away from that. We're going to have to wait and see what the National Weather Service does. It looks like this may be extended. And if this is extended, we're talking about crossing the St. Johns River into St. Johns County. State Road 13 near County Road 214. This is just a heads up. If you're south of Fruit Cove, south of Switzerland, Rivertown, we're well down to the south of there, south of State Road 16 in southern St. Johns County. You're not under a tornado warning right now. If the tornado warning is extended, then you will be included in that. But for now, the tornado warning only for Putnam County, north of Palatka, northwest of Hastings. If you're in Bostwick, you need to be in your safe place right now as this potentially tornadic storm headed your way. Alyssa?
I want to let you know that we actually got a call from John Ward with Clay County Emergency Management. Says that there is no damage in Clay County. That's some good news there, but you can see that severe thunderstorm warning also is clipping into southeastern Clay County. So you are included in a severe thunderstorm warning, but not the tornado warning right now. But I want to see if we're able to pull up the First Alert Storm Tracker now heading south on Highway 17. And you can just see it's difficult to see out on the roadways. A lot of rain out on the windshield, difficult to even see the car out ahead, and the lights, visibility definitely lessening with this heavy rainfall. Corey, would you actually be able to pull up a First Alert Doppler HD for me and see how the rainfall rates are, mainly along Highway 17? I believe okay, he's near McDuff, about to be onto Highway 17. So if we could just see the rainfall rates right now, because we knew that this weekend we were going to accumulate another 1 to 2 inches, maybe more into some neighborhoods to end out the weekend. So let's see some of this. Yeah, we're seeing 1.5 inches rainfall rates. Yeah, so definitely more impressive than what we saw yesterday in the First Alert Storm Tracker firsthand. If we can pull that back up, really seeing the flooding on the roadways, definitely not safe to head head out there right now, we're going to see ponding, definitely some slick spots. And with that tornado warning into Putnam County, that's just another reason why you don't want to be outside. You want to be inside, really be inside much of this weekend, Corey. Would we be able to pull up the sky cameras as well? I want to kind of give a tour for what other locations are seeing. Even if you're not under the severe weather threat, it isn't looking so great outside. Overcast skies, gray, and we're definitely going to be getting rain all across the viewing area, even if you're not seeing it right now. Okay, so this is in St. Johns County. This is, I believe, yes, St. Augustine. I almost didn't recognize it because it's just so gray and cloudy. We're used to seeing it being really bright and beautiful, but it's gray, overcast, even seeing a little bit of a haze at the surface because it's very humid outside, and it's also breezy. You can see the palm trees waving a bit, and we can see some gusts within some of these stronger cells up to 40 to even 60 miles per hour, Corey.
Yeah, Alyssa, and just in from the National Weather Service on our tornado warned storm in Putnam County. The northern side has some heavy rainfall. This is moving along the Clay and Putnam County line, possibly some small hail as well. We cannot rule out the hail threat. That's not something we see often here in Northeast Florida, but the ingredients are such that that's one of the threats today. The area of rotation will move across US 17 in about 3 minutes. So let's go back down to our Putnam storm and the potentially dangerous part of the storm basically crossing US 17 right now, just by what I'm seeing on First Alert Doppler HD. This is directly over Bostwick, Palmetto Bluff Road. We do not have confirmation of a tornado, but this storm could produce a tornado at any time. A new tornado warning has now been issued for St. Johns County. This is for Putnam and St. Johns until 2:45. At 2:13, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Bostwick, 7 miles northwest of Hastings, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Okay, so this is the warning. This does include I-95 and State Road 16. Okay, so just for a little reset here, this thunderstorm, it spun up pretty quick in central Putnam County between Interlochen and Palatka. It is crossing US 17 now over Bostwick. If you're in Bostwick, you're still listening on television, you need to stay in your place of safety for about 10 more minutes as this storm moves to the St. Johns River. And then it is going to move into St. Johns County, and it's approaching I-95 by this point. We're going to go down to street level mapping. This is directly over Bostwick right now. Palmetto Bluff Road, Timber View Drive, all the way out to Palmetto Bluff Road and West River Road. There is West Harbor Drive. This is Milliken Road and the Bostwick Cemetery Road. Like I mentioned earlier, let me get this off of the screen, and guys, keep the banner up on the bottom because I'm going to have to take this off on top. And okay, so we're going out to the St. Johns River. Cedar Creek Road, this is still in Putnam County. Linda Road, Pioneer Trail, Eagle Creek Road, there's West Tokoi Road, Falcon Drive, College Road. And then we get up to County Road 209 South. We're up into Clay County by that point. Clay County is not in this tornado warning, but St. Johns County is. So St. Johns County, State Road 13, this is south of State Road 16. Just to give you some perspective, a look at this warning box here. It does not include St. Augustine, but it does include portions of I-95, basically between World Golf Village and then all the way down to 207, so State Road 207. Those of you along, County Road 13, County Road 13A South, County Road 214, County Road 13A North, County Road 208. Now we're getting over to the outlet malls. I-95, Old Town Parkway. There's that County Road 214 where it runs into I-95, and then we get down to 207. This is Market Street, Deer Park Boulevard, Allen Neese Road, Moody Shanty Road, pushing in on, these are some pretty rural areas in St. Johns County. Canal Road, Robinson Road, Trier Road, and there's County Road 13A South. The serious part of the storm, or the part of the storm capable of producing a tornado, is still in Putnam County. But if you are in St. Johns County, west of St. Augustine, south of State Road 16, and north of State Road 207, you need to seek shelter right now. This new tornado warning in effect for that storm crossing through Bostwick. The storm will move over the St. Johns River in 5 to 10 minutes. So this is going to move over the river very near the Clay and Putnam County line. This tornado warning has been extended, now in effect for Putnam and St. Johns until 2:45. So the dangerous part of the storm leaving Bostwick now, it is between US 17 and the St. Johns River, and then it is going to first cross State Road 13. So let's take a look at the wind. We have some new lightning that is starting to pop up very near County Road 208 in St. Johns County, where it intersects with State Road 13. So some new lightning usually shows us that the storm may be strengthening a little bit. We're going to go back over to the wind, and the wind is starting to look a little impressive here. Just for some reference again, this is the Bostwick area right here where West Tocoy Road runs into 17. This is the county line between Putnam County and Clay County, and then this is the St. Johns River right here. So this is St. Johns County. We're looking for the red and the green to get really bright and then get really close together. And we have a little more red in here. Earlier, we just kind of had the grayish color, but now we actually have some of the dark red in here, and we have the green that has turned to the blue. So that's indicative of some very high wind, potentially all the way down at the ground. The radar beam looks up a little bit in the sky, so it's a couple thousand feet off the ground, reading that 60-mile-per-hour wind. But some of that is still mixing down to the ground or making its way down to the ground and actually impacting what we feel. But if you live along State Road 13 in the St. Johns River in central St. Johns County, it's time to seek shelter. You are in this tornado warning. I'm going to take the radar off and basically just talk about, again, where the tornado warning box is located. But we're going to take a look at the debris first, and still not really having a signature on here that's telling me that there is a tornado on the ground. This is still capable of producing a tornado at any time. The cell rapidly approaching the West Tocoy and the St. Johns River. The rotation is starting to tighten up further, starting to show a more classic storm structure on radar. That is from the National Weather Service in Jacksonville. And even so, right here, this is First Alert Doppler HD. We have another little curl here. This is what we call a hook echo. It just looks like a little finger. It's curving a little bit here. The wind is actually just kind of forming itself with the rain. The rain is what we typically show you on First Alert Doppler HD with the really bright reds and the oranges, but the wind is actually working to form the rain because of that rotation, which according to my eyes and according to the National Weather Service is tightening up a little bit. So this is a serious situation. County Road 214 in St. Johns County, all the way from the St. Johns River to I-95. You're under a tornado warning and you need to seek shelter immediately. Interior closet or bathroom, move away from windows, maybe under a stairwell or staircase. Just try to put as many walls in between you and the outside as you can. You do not want to mess around with this. We love to see pictures, but you got to take them safely. If you are in a tornado warning, do not go outside. Seek shelter immediately. Alyssa, what do you have?
So behind me here is the First Alert Storm Tracker. I was telling you guys that it's pushing southbound on Highway 17, not yet to Ortega, but it's around NAS Jackson. You can see the very heavy rainfall. Honestly, it's blinding. You can't see the cars in front of you as it does head southbound on Highway 17. Not only is it difficult to see, but as Corey's been tracking on First Alert Doppler HD, that tornado warning. So not only is there a risk of a tornado that can be produced from that strong storm, this is not even in that area, and they are seeing extremely heavy rainfall rates as well. But notice now that they're seeing a little bit of a break, but definitely some ponding out on the roadways. Corey, can you pull up First Alert Doppler HD? I want to see not only this location, but really all across the viewing area, because this location is what we're tracking now, but we're seeing a lot of activity and we're watching the threat south of I-10 over the next few hours, where the threat will continue through 7 p.m. tonight, and then we'll see a little bit of a lull in the activity tonight. So we need to be weather aware over the next few hours, especially as we have that tornado warned cell pushing soon over the crossing over the St. Johns River and then into St. Johns County. Now, this is the severe weather outlook from around midday today all the way through this evening. I say about 7 o'clock. The orange color is the higher risk, including southern Duval County and all of St. Johns County, including St. Augustine, all of Putnam County, and central and southern Clay County. You are included in that, and southern Bradford County for damaging wind gusts, 40 to 60 miles per hour, small hail, and even a couple tornadoes, as we, Corey, are showing now that tornado risk into Putnam County and soon to be into St. Johns County until, I believe, 2:45, correct?
Yes, Alyssa, tornado warning, just to confirm that here from the National Weather Service. This is until 2:45 for eastern or for western and central St. Johns County. This potentially tornadic part of the storm clearing Bostwick and US 17, moving north of Palatka, but it's moving over the St. Johns River now. And this is First Alert Storm Analyst. I got to get back to the right part here. Or Alyssa, can you change the second panel there on GR2 to NROT? And we're going to take a look at the wind here and the shear, where the shear is really tight. And this is the radar, what you typically see when we show you First Alert Doppler HD. We don't have any streets on there, but this is, I'm going to double check here on First Alert Doppler HD in St. Johns County, where we have the tornado warning. This is County Road 214 and County Road 13A North. And we're also broadcasting live on 104.5 WOKV, our radio partners here with Cox Media Group, as this potentially dangerous storm crossing the St. Johns River and moving into St. Johns County. West Tocoi and the St. Johns River, the rotation is starting to tighten up just a little bit. And we have the classic look here. You see the little finger that's kind of sticking out right there. This is just southeast of the Clay and Putnam County line, where they all intersect with St. Johns. So they kind of make a sideways T here. And then we have State Road 13, and that's where we have the hook echo. That's the little finger that First Alert Doppler HD actually depicting the wind and a possible tornado. So rotation very strong now with the supercell. Storm is east of the river near Highway 16A. All right, this is Highway 16A in St. Johns County. This is a potentially dangerous storm for I-95. And if we can get some mile markers on this, I'll take them. But I don't have time to look at that right now. I'm going to go down to street level mapping. State Road 13, the serious part of the storm is generally south of you, but State Road 13 and County Road 214, County Road 13A, both north and south. Seek shelter immediately. If you hear your street, or maybe you know somebody who lives out there, you have friends or a family member here in St. Johns County, never hurts to call somebody up and tell them that a potentially dangerous storm is headed their way. And this is going to be crossing I-95 in about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you're in Jacksonville and you got to drive, I would say wait just a little bit longer. If you're trying to get southbound, just hold off a little bit longer. Let's let this thunderstorm actually pass us by. And we do have the First Alert Traffic Camera Network down here in St. Johns County. Once we get there, this is I-95 and 210. The serious part of the storm is still a long way away from these spots. And we're even going to have to go a little farther south of County Road 210. But we're still about 10 to 15 or so minutes away from this crossing I-95. But now is the time you need to take shelter. If you're on I-95 or along I-95 south of World Golf Village, the tornado warning basically includes spots just south of Turnbull Drive, State Road 16, Orient Drive. Now we're getting into World Golf Village. This is St. Vincent Drive, St. Kitts Loop. This is also Downs Corner Road, very near where 16 runs into 95. They're at the outlet malls. County Road 208, Timber Trace Drive. This is Pelliser Road, Tom's Road, the intersection of 16 and I-95. There's Old Town Parkway. Now we're going to go on County Road 208, Whisper Ridge Drive, Vogel Road, Church Road. There is 208. Honey Branch Lane, Rusty Stirrup Lane, Bennett Road, Ashton Oaks Drive. Control room, Alyssa, if you guys know about the neighborhoods down this way, just let me know. North of County Road 214 and south of the World Golf Village. south of State Road 16A, where it kind of branches off from 16 and heads to State Road 13. They're south of Rivertown and south of Silverleaf. This is south of a lot of the new developments. A potentially dangerous storm that is tracking toward I-95. We also have a storm strengthening back in Putnam County, where we had the tornado warning previously. The tornado warning still includes Putnam County. This is not the potentially dangerous part of the storm moving into St. Johns County. This is another area that we have to watch pretty closely. Alyssa, what do you have?
Right. Would you be able to pull up velocity on that? Because I just looked at that and I did see a little bit of rotation at the very southern end of actually the warned area. Yeah, just a little bit. So we're watching that to West River Road and into Highway 17, that area. We're monitoring that, but of course, as Corey was saying, that is not the cell that is capable of producing the tornado. But Corey, if you would actually be able to head to the Buckman Bridge just to show the rainfall rates happening right now, because there isn't a warned area into Duval County or over the Buckman Bridge, but there is heavy rainfall over 295. You can just see that with the red and the yellow colors, and the first alert storm tracker is on its way over the Buckman Bridge. If we can pull that up behind me here on this monitor. Yes, you can see that. This is on the Buckman Bridge. Traffic really building. Everyone seems to be taking it slow, taking precautions, especially since you see all the puddles kind of flying up on the windshield and all the heavy rain also falling on the windshield. And it's going pretty fast with the windshield wipers right there. And it's actually, excuse me, sorry, say that one more time. The West Beltway southbound actually is where the first alert storm tracker is heading right now, and a lot of cars traveling across this. So many people out and about, probably for their Valentine's Day, wanting to get dinner or whatever their plans might be, Corey. But as we've said, download the free First Alert Weather mobile app. You need to stay up to date because this severe weather threat will continue through around 7 p.m. tonight. Yeah, that's right, Alyssa. And heavy rain, one of those things. Flooding. I know more rain, kind of the last thing we all need right now, as some spots south of I-10 in Duval, Clay, and St. Johns County having received some 4 to 6 inches of rain just over about the last 5 days. So a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Putnam County. Also tornado warning. This is for Putnam and St. Johns until 2:45. Still got 15 minutes to go on this one. The potentially tornadic part of the storm is going to pass south of World Golf Village, unless it takes a turn, but we're watching it really closely. If you live west of I-95 and south of State Road 16, you need to seek shelter immediately. This storm is showing signs of strengthening as it approaches I-95, and we're still about 5 minutes away from it crossing I-95, but I'm going to time this out and so we can see when it is going to arrive in some of the neighborhoods here in central St. Johns County. It's moving at about 35 miles per hour, so I've got to change the time here. Here we go. Looks like we just got an update too from the National Weather Service. Looks like the tornado warning continues. I'll get to that here in just a second. Okay, this is going to be passing very near St. Augustine outlets at 2:41. If you live near the outlet malls, you need to take shelter. Turn the TV up, take your phone with you if you're streaming us on the go. Seek shelter, bathroom or closet. Put as many walls in between you and the outside of your house as you can. This is going to cross I-95 near State Road 16 and the outlet malls. Iroquois at 2:49, and then Vilano Beach heads up Vilano around 2:52. St. Augustine and Vilano Beach not included in this tornado warning, but this is your first alert. This is your heads up. Palencia, down by the jail, the courthouse. They're north of downtown St. Augustine by the airport, all the way out to Vilano Beach and South Ponte Vedra Beach. You're not under a tornado warning right now, but heads up, you got to watch this thing. You got to stay with us here for about the next 30 or so minutes as it makes its way out to the Atlantic, and the threat, at least for the moment, will pass us. We're watching really close on I-95 with our traffic cameras and DOT. At 2:28, a severe storm capable of producing a tornado located near Piccolata, or 11 miles north of Hastings, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. This storm is headed for I-95 at the St. Augustine outlets. That's from the National Weather Service, but I've been saying that for a few minutes now. Another storm with rotation is formed southeast of Bostwick.
in northeast Putnam County. This was where we were a little bit ago, but the same area is seeing potential development. This storm could also produce a tornado at any time. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Putnam and St. Johns County. This is until 2:45. There's the time back on here. If you are in central St. Johns County, west of St. Augustine, west of I-95, between State Road 16 and 207, the potentially tornadic storm, if this drops a tornado, this is going to cross I-95 very near State Road 16. So you need to take shelter now. Take this very seriously. Don't go outside and try to take pictures of this. It's going to be hard to see. We have a lot of low gray cloud cover out there because there is so much humidity in the air today. That is helping fuel these thunderstorms and potentially tornadic cells as well. We got to go back to this storm in Putnam County that this moved over the area that we were just talking about a little bit earlier, but this could produce a tornado at any time as well. This is east of Bostwick over the St. Johns River, spots that I've already mentioned. The rotation doesn't look really impressive at this time. We're looking for the green to go really hot and get right next to the red. We're looking for both of them to get really bright and right next to each other. We don't really have that right now. That doesn't mean a tornado isn't going to drop. And we gotta check out this thing right here, south of County Road 208 for a potential tornado, and just east of County Road 13A north. This is just a matter of miles away from the outlets. I'm actually going to put a distance on this. The center of the circulation is about 3 miles from the outlets. This is State Road 16 and I-95, and 3 miles west-southwest, just south of County Road 208. That is where the center of the rotation is located, and if there is a tornado in this, it's going to be right there. Okay, let's go back to storm analyst. Alyssa, can you... Oh, you have Enrot, thank you very much. Okay, this is just another one of the products or the tools we have on First Alert Doppler HD. This is a sign of the shear. So we have the light blue that goes to dark blue that turns to green, and then the yellow. So we have increasing numbers of shear right in this spot. This is that spot basically about 3 miles southwest of the St. Augustine outlets, where you see that little upside down triangle. We just got an update there from First Alert Doppler HD, and this is the velocity mode here. This is a tornado vortex signature. When you're looking at radar, you can't ever say with 100% certainty that there is a tornado. You got to have ground truth. That's why we have the First Alert Storm Tracker. That's why we have the First Alert Skycam Network and the First Alert Traffic Camera Network, so we can look all around and be able to see what's going on. So this is the First Alert Storm Tracker. This looks like 295, guys. So this is 295, about to get on 95 south. This is in Duval County. This is not the tornadic part of the storm. This is some just good old-fashioned rainfall, but First Alert Storm Tracker is driving toward the potentially tornadic part of this storm. Okay, back to First Alert Doppler HD, kind of an overview here, talking about Duval County, and it's raining. You know, good old-fashioned rain, kind of like I mentioned before. Not that some spots really need any more, but we're getting more of it. And then we move to the south. We move south of I-10, and we get into the potentially severe and tornadic storms, which is what we have in St. Johns County and Putnam County as well. So zooming in here, this is quickly moving to I-95 at the outlets. I'm going to time out that little part of the tornadic circulation here as it's about to cross I-95. Adventure Landing, 4 minutes. You need to be in your place of safety right now. St. Augustine outlets, 240. That's 4 minutes. You need to be in your place of safety, seeking shelter, interior closet or bathroom. Northeast Florida Regional Airport, 248. St. Augustine Airport, 248. And then Usina Beach, 251. This is going to be approaching the coast. South Ponte Vedra Beach, Vilano Beach, even St. Augustine, you're not under a tornado warning. Palencia, you're not under a tornado warning. This is tracking toward I-95, and we're going to have to wait and see if this gets extended. It is not showing signs of weakening. Monitoring a new storm with rotation forming heading northeast toward Palatka from central Putnam County. So these are just kind of lining up here. We also have the First Alert Traffic Camera Network. This is I-95 at State Road 16. What you're seeing on the right-hand side of your screen, we're looking right into the storm, and oh my goodness, we actually kind of have a donut hole here on First Alert Doppler HD. This is pretty unique. We don't see this a lot. So this is indicative of potentially a tornado right over I-95 and State Road 16. The velocity or the wind mode is a little bit behind, so we're going to have to watch the traffic camera really closely here over the next couple of minutes. And Alyssa, this looks like a pretty serious storm.
Meteorologist Mike Burrish is constantly keeping in contact with us, and he just texted me to keep an eye on the twin circulations into Putnam County and moving now towards the outlet mall into St. Augustine. Now, Corey, would you be able to actually put on base velocity just so we can see the winds where they're rotating? Okay, so a little bit of rotation right here with the white and the green color, mainly to the north and east of Highway 17, but still, you have to agree with me, Corey, right here, about to cross over I-95, that is the main location that we are really watching right now, even though there is a little bit of rotation behind that we're going to continue to watch. This one is where we're watching. It's about to cross over I-95, and actually the First Alert Storm Tracker is heading southbound on I-95 right now, and here is a live look as it is traveling southbound. Quite a bit of cars traveling south as well today, trying to get whatever activities they need to get done, whether it's for Valentine's Day, you're watching the Daytona 500, or golf. Of course, I know we're cutting in, but we want to make sure that everyone is safe, especially since there is a location capable of producing a tornado, and it's moving to the outlet malls where I know a lot of people are shopping, whether it's for Valentine's Day, last second kind of shopping like that. Hey, it's better late than ever, right? But right here is the storm analyst, and this is really showing that rotation couplet right here of the ingoing into the green and the red, also outgoing, and you can see that right here. Corey, where is it about to cross over I-95 right now?
It's crossing I-95 right now.
Yes, crossing over I-95 right now. Would you be able to time this out for me just so that people that aren't under the rain, because some people are actually not under that much rain, and you might not know unless you have, of course, our alerts or you're watching right now that something like this is coming your way. Would you be able to time out that circulation for me? And also, this will be in effect until 2:45. Okay, it's moving to the north and east. It will be into St. Augustine outlets right at this moment. Be sure to head into a safe place right now with that storm capable of producing a tornado. San Sebastian Catholic Church at 2:43, to Northeast Florida Regional at 2:46, St. Augustine Airport at 2:46, and also, if I say this incorrectly, I apologize, Usina Beach at 2:50. So this is an event, Corey, we're going to be watching for many hours, but this looks to be that one cell looks to be pushing offshore. If you can time that out, I believe by around 3, maybe even 4 o'clock, 3:10, maybe that's when that cell will be completely offshore. That one instant, yeah, so close to 3 o'clock, the threat will be lessening, at least with that one cell, but the overall grand scheme threat will continue for many hours.
And the tornado warning has been extended all the way to the coast of St. Johns County. This now includes some new neighborhoods along US 1 and north of St. Augustine. The map is flashing here. You can see the really dark lowering cloud there over State Road 16 and I-95 on our DOT camera, the First Alert Traffic Camera Network. Brand new tornado warning. Let me clear this box here. This goes until 3:15. for St. Johns County. So Putnam County, you are still under a tornado warning for a storm that we aren't seeing serious rotation with it, but we got to keep an eye on it. And we got to go back down to Palatka as well, because these storms are starting to crank up as well with some lightning, both northwest of Palatka and southwest of Palatka. But Palatka proper, you are not under a tornado warning. North of Palatka on US 17 up into Bostwick, you are under a tornado warning. Okay, this is the new tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado located near World Golf Village or near St. Augustine, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. This is the central St. Johns County storm that is moving over I-95 right now, and we're seeing signs here on First Alert Doppler HD that this is a dangerous storm. We have this is the velocity mode or the wind mode. I'm pushing in really tight here, and we're gonna go down to street level mapping, the nitty gritty here. There is Outlet Mall Boulevard. That's I-95 at the outlet malls. It has now moved a little to the east of that. The radar data is just a little behind, but all this bright green here is 40 to 50 mile per hour winds, and it's right next to the red, which is going the opposite direction. The red isn't all that bright, so it's not as fast as the green or the blue, the wind that is moving toward the radar on the other side. Okay, let's go to street level mapping here. All the way up to Palencia. If you live south of Palencia on US 1, it's time to seek shelter immediately. South of International Golf Parkway, this goes all the way to I-95, and then State Road 16, Lewis Speedway. We're getting into urban and populated areas here. Saloy Drive, Morrison Road, Woodlawn Road. There is Stratton Boulevard and Hamilton Springs Road. They're just east of the outlet malls. 4 Mile Road, where it branches off from US 16. And this is St. Augustine, folks. This is north of downtown St. Augustine, northern St. Augustine. You need to seek shelter. You are under a tornado warning right now. US 1, San Marco Avenue, all the way down to downtown St. Augustine, Valencia Street, Saragossa Street, King Street, Cathedral Place. This road right here is the Bridge of Lions, all right? We're talking the Fort. Downtown St. Augustine, we have the St. Augustine First Alert Skycam network as well. This is going to move to the north of downtown St. Augustine. All indications are at this time. But if you're in Palencia, you need to seek shelter. If you're all the way out to South Ponte Vedra Beach, A1A, Vilano Beach, even the northern tip of Anastasia Island, you are underneath a tornado warning in addition to downtown St. Augustine. Looks like the area of concern is going to move to your north. But this is a serious storm. You have to take this seriously. We love getting pictures in from viewers. Now is not the time. You got to be safe. You got to be worried about protecting yourself and protecting your family and protecting your property. So move inside, move away from windows, seek shelter, interior closet or bathroom away from windows. The idea is to put as many walls in between you and the outside of your house as you can. There is downtown St. Augustine. We're looking live on the First Alert Skycam network. And it is gray and gloomy. That's another thing. You're going to want to try to see this thing. You aren't going to be able to see it because of the low gray clouds that we've been stuck with for such a long time, going back the last few days. But we still have that cloud cover. And it's not going to be easy to see. This is going to be shrouded in rain if we have a tornado. So that makes it even the more dangerous. So take this seriously and seek shelter now. If you live in between St. Augustine and Palencia, along US 1, South Ponte Vedra Beach, all the way down to downtown St. Augustine, and then all the way back to I-95. This is basically I-95 at County Road 214. There's not an exit here at County Road 214. You're in between the exits for 207 and 206, but just kind of as a marker there, the storm has crossed I-95. Now it is about to cross US 1. This is going to go right over, looks like it's going to go right over the St. Augustine Airport. So I'm kind of pushing in here on First Alert Doppler HD, but you can see the runway here. And then here is the intense part of the circulation. So if you live near the St. Augustine Airport or you know somebody, it's time to seek shelter. The time is now. This thunderstorm is about to move over your location, and it could drop a tornado at any time. If it is not a tornado right now, as it will be hard to see. This is the new tornado warning for St. Augustine, Vilano, St. Augustine Airport. Should arrive near Vilano Beach and the coast in the next 5 to 10 minutes. This is going to move offshore here pretty quickly. but you got to make sure you're keeping yourself safe as it is moving over. So I'm going to push in and time out just the leading edge of this. We don't have much land and real estate left here as it's moving at 35 miles per hour. It's over St. Augustine Airport right now. And then it's about to move over Iroquois at 248. South Ponte Vedra Beach is next along A1A north of Vilano. This is where this is going to cross. It's crossing US 1 now at the St. Augustine Airport, and then it's going to cross A1A next. Alyssa?
And Corey, I want to let you know WOKV viewers are also listening, so I'm going to be just as descriptive as I can be. If you can't obviously see the pictures behind us, we do have that tornado warning for St. Johns County now. But I also want to show other locations, Corey, we're looking at. If you can zoom out, we are tracking this line extending from Jacksonville all the way south. We're kind of right now over the St. Johns River. If you put up some velocity right there, you can see the green and the red kind of on top of each other. So that's an area where we are watching heavy downpours, also pushing into southeastern Duval County through the metro right now as well, about to cross over I-95. You can see,
here at the station.
Yeah, it's pouring here at the station on the south side. If you live on the south side, you're definitely hearing that on your window or even on your roof right now. But some strong storms also extending from Duval County southward along the St. Johns River to Middleburg. You can see it also pushing even into Putnam County. So this line very long across our viewing area, really cruising around along the St. Johns River Basin right now. It will produce heavy rainfall, cloud to ground lightning. Definitely not safe to be out there because we've been seeing lots of lightning bolts sparking up even here on Highway 17 to the north of Palaca with heavy rainfall rates. Difficult to see out on the roadways. We've been saying over the next few hours we're going to see this activity pick up and then we'll see a lull in the action. And Corey, a viewer, sent this in saying, I'm sick of the severe weather threat and also just the rainy days. Will we see some sunshine? And we will finally see sunshine soon. We just have to get through all this mess.
Yeah, that's right, Alyssa. This is basically day 6 for the International Airport of some rain. One of those days was a trace, but there were some spots along and south of I-10 where you have received 4 to 6 plus inches of rain, and that does go back a week, but you know the ground is saturated, so we can't handle a lot more. That's why flooding is a definite cause for concern here. Okay, the potentially tornadic part of the storm moving over South Ponte Vedra Beach right now. I'm going to check back in on the velocities, and it looks like this has weakened a little bit. This is South Ponte Vedra Beach, A1A, Hickory Hill Drive. This is Palencia right here. Palencia is right on the edge of the higher winds, and the highest winds are going to be crossing A1A here in just a couple of minutes. So let's push down to street level mapping here if we can get some streets on here. This is near the Guana River. This is Beachside Drive, Turtle Cove Court, Turtle Shores Drive, Turtle Bay Lane, Turtle Dunes Court, had a street on there, Yellow Bill Lane, A1A there in South Ponte Vedra Beach, potentially tornadic storm basically on top of you right now. You need to seek shelter immediately. This thunderstorm has a decent life to it. We've been tracking it since Putnam County, and there is yet another area of potential rotation. This is back south and west of State Road 16 at I-95. We need the red and the green to go bright. We got the bright green up here on this part of the dangerous storm that is now east of US 1. It has crossed US 1 and is moving to South Ponte Vedra Beach. The back end of this part of the storm, still potentially dangerous, west of I-95, spots that we have already talked about and already had that storm go over, but it is kind of back building. We're seeing portions of the storm on the backside of it still try to spin up and try to be dangerous. You're looking at First Alert Storm Tracker live on I-95. Can I get a location, control room? Okay, the First Alert Storm Tracker passing International Golf Parkway. So we're getting close to the potentially dangerous part of the storm here on State Road 16. One area of this tornado warning crossing South Ponte Vedra Beach right now, crossing A1A. You need to stay in your place of safety. And any of these spots I mentioned, St. Augustine, State Road 16, the outlets, just southeast of World Golf Village, Palencia, just south of Palencia, the airport, St. Augustine Airport. You're still under a tornado warning. This part of the tornadic system passing through South Ponte Vedra Beach right now, but there is yet more back behind it that is potentially tornadic. Storm near Bakersville with rotation is in the latest tornado warning issued. So there have been a lot of these tornado warnings that have gone out here. That's why we've kind of had a lot of them to talk about. We got to keep them all straight so you know where they are and what's going on. I'm going to go back to the rain here on First Alert Doppler HD and State Road 13, some of the spots under the tornado warning that was first issued for St. Johns County. You have heavy rain over you now and some thunder and lightning. So these do have a bit of a bark, and they do have a bit of a bite too, with the tornadic potential with these. Let's check on the hail threat too. There is the potential that these could drop some hail. We haven't had any reports of that up to this point, and First Alert Doppler HD not indicating that either. So far, we have no reports of a tornado, of a funnel cloud, or of hail. But we have to watch these areas very closely in St. Johns County moving into I-95. And also these new cells that are developing, and this is extreme southern St. Johns County. You see how this one kind of has one of those little looks to it where it kind of has that curve on the end there. So we're going to have to watch this one. This is southern St. Johns County, north of Bunnell. This will be tracking toward, again, St. Augustine Shores, St. Augustine Beach is going to move to the north of Crescent Beach. But a tornado warning until 3:15. This is for St. Johns County. One tornadic area moving offshore now. We're watching another one back to the west of I-95. Here's the storm we've been tracking since Putnam County, moving over South Ponte Vedra Beach, and the potentially dangerous part of the storm there now that is moving out to sea. So this is just past Hickory Hill Drive, that's Palencia, and north of Turtle Shores Drive. This is about to leave A1A and leave the coast, and then we're going to focus on the cell that is down to the south and west of this circulation, south and southwest of I-95. Let's go back to First Alert Storm Tracker if we can, control room. Take a live look. First Alert Storm Tracker headed southbound on I-95. Look at the heavy rain that is coming down. You got to take it easy if you're on the road. I would encourage you to just wait for a minute or two if you got to get out and drive, especially if you are trying to leave Jacksonville and go south on I-95. These are potentially tornadic storms. And a car is the last place you want to be if you get caught in a tornadic storm. So the First Alert Storm Tracker kind of switching through their camera views here, but either way you slice it, this is very heavy rain, torrential rain in St. Johns County. This is west of St. Augustine, northwest of St. Augustine, and as one potentially tornadic area moving off the coast, and another one back over I-95. We're going to go back down the line here in St. Johns and Putnam County. Going to put the rain back on here on First Alert Doppler HD. Palatka, you're kind of in between areas of rain. There is one here east of 17 and northeast of Bostwick. Interlaken, you're in and out of those showers as well. Those don't have any lightning with them. Not seeing any indications those are severe, but we'll keep an eye on it. This one looking interesting here in southern St. Johns County. No warnings on that right now. The tornado warning continues for St. Johns County. At 2:53, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over South Ponte Vedra Beach. Those of you in South Ponte Vedra Beach, the threat has almost completely moved over the ocean, but you are still under a tornado warning. This storm will move offshore. A second storm located southeast of Bakersville headed toward Vilano Beach. This storm could produce a tornado at any time, and this is very near where we have the First Alert Storm Tracker. A spotter has reported a possible funnel cloud with this second storm. So let's go back to that one. This is in basically central St. Johns County. County Road 208, State Road 16, and I-95. These are spots that I've kind of said a lot over about the last 15 to 30 minutes, but these are spots that are still under a tornado warning. This goes until 3:15 for spots downtown St. Augustine and just to the north of that. Also, Bakersville, the intersection of County Road 208 and 13A. This is State Road 16. We're looking on the First Alert Traffic Camera Network. Blinding rain, torrential rain. Alyssa?
Yeah, I want to Talk about that DOT camera. You can see that area that we're tracking, State Road 16 and also I-95. But if we can pull up the DOT camera, I want to show you the mess out there out on the roadways from the heavy rainfall and, of course, that tornado warned area where now one of them is pushing offshore, but we have another one, a twin circulation behind that cell pushing towards Vilano Beach. But this is I-95 at State Road 16. Can barely see anything. And if you're out on the roads, it's difficult for you to see as well. So if you are heading out, I recommend not to, especially if you are into St. Johns County towards I-95 or State Road 16, because that cell is going to be tracking over that location yet again. First Alert Storm Tracker, if we can pull that up yet again, I want to show it again because I've been actually talking to Irfan. He's the one that's driving the First Alert Storm Trackers heading southbound, and we keep telling him the second you don't feel safe, the second you feel like you can't see very well, then you be sure to pull over. And some vehicles already taking it slow out on the roadways, which is really what we recommend in this situation, but really preferably to pull over and just head indoors, especially in the tornado warned locations. And sorry, can you say that one more time? Oh, he's at the outlets right now into St. Augustine, which was an area that did have that circulation, Corey, rolling through. So he's in that area. It's still raining heavily, but maybe we can see some damage, maybe some limbs being thrown to the ground because the winds around that circulation was pretty strong. We saw some around 60 miles per hour.
60 miles per hour, the First Alert Doppler HD indicating, and that wasn't that long ago. That was just about 20 or so minutes. That area, potentially tornadic area, has moved offshore South Ponte Vedra Beach, but a tornado warning still for St. Johns County until 3:15. This is for yet another area over I-95 like Alyssa was talking about, and County Road 16. I'm actually going to take the radar off and we're going to talk about the areas in the tornado warning because the rain is really red and really bright and hard to see. So this is Bakersville, the intersection of County Road 208 and County Road 13A, all the way down to County Road 214 and all the way over to I-95. Let me take this big box off. You guys keep that banner on at the bottom of the screen, please.
Interrupt you, but we just had a report of a rain-wrapped funnel cloud near Highway 13A with the storm from Bakersville moving over State Road 16 just east of I-95, the area you're looking at right now.
Okay, that's a great report there. That's from the National Weather Service. Thank you, Alyssa. Report of a rain-wrapped funnel cloud near Highway 13A, now moving over State Road 16 just east of I-95. So this is east of I-95 where we have a potential funnel cloud, and this is basically St. Augustine. All right, folks, 4 Mile Road, Lewis Speedway, all the way over to US 1. There's State Road 16, Old Town Parkway, Deer Run Road, North Holmes Boulevard, all the way down to North Volusia Street, North Brevard Street, Oxford Drive, Spring Street, Masters Drive, and now we're kind of getting closer to US 1 here. There's Lewis Speedway, Woodcrest Drive, and Varela Avenue, and San Marco Avenue. So North St. Augustine, near the airport yet again, where we just had a potential tornado move over just about 5 to 10 minutes ago. So this is still a serious situation, folks. St. Augustine and points to the north. You still need to be in your place of safety. You can't try to get outside and look at this because it's going to be hard to see. The report from the National Weather Service was a rain-wrapped funnel cloud, and those are all the more dangerous whenever they're wrapped in rain. So do not go outside and try to look at these. You need to seek shelter immediately. Interior closet or bathroom away from windows. St. Augustine, just north of downtown St. Augustine, all the way up US 1 to Palencia, and then the same spots where we just kind of got rid of a potential tornado. South Ponte Vedra Beach, all the way down to Vilano Beach as well, the northern edge of Anastasia Island. We're seeing the lightning increase here on First Alert Doppler HD. This spot right there, that's just east of the St. Johns River. I'm going to go back to the velocity mode here, and not seeing anything that is really saying tornado right now. So at least right now in the immediate future, that is good news, but these can kind of drop out of nowhere at the drop of a hat. So we got to watch these very closely. We got First Alert Storm Tracker on State Road 16. Guys, is he going east of I-95? All right, this is eastbound on State Road 16. just east of I-95. These are the areas where we have a potential rain-wrapped funnel cloud that is moving to the east and tracking toward US 1 and eventually A1A. So you need to be safe with this, folks, and take this seriously. The storm has a history of showing some pretty serious signs on First Alert Doppler HD of producing a tornado. So I-95 still between State Road 16 and County Road, this is County Road 214, still under this tornado warning. That's the tornado warning box. Nothing imminently threatening, but the tornado warning does continue until 3:15. The storm was over Bakersville, but these are moving pretty quickly, and now they are tracking to the north of downtown St. Augustine. Actually, let's take a look at the St. Augustine First Alert Skycam network and control them. I can pull that up here on my end. So this is where the heavy rain is going to be, also in Duval County. Actually, control room, if I can get your help to pull up that St. Augustine First Alert Skycam network. Thank you. Just had the report of the rain-wrapped funnel cloud. Here is downtown St. Augustine. A lot of cars out there right now. This spot where you see this street, Avenida Menendez, up to the fort, St. George, this is under the tornado warning. The fort is as well. So it's time to seek shelter. The potentially dangerous part of the storm is north and northwest of this location. You can still take a quick little turn to the south. So you got to take this seriously and be safe. There are a lot of cars out here, a lot of headlights. Immediately, I don't see anybody out walking. That doesn't mean there are. Alyssa?
Okay, yeah, Corey. Actually, Ben Becker is here, and our producers were saying that you have some information on what to do if there is a warning.
Right. Well, of course, there's always the things that you want to keep in mind in situations like this. So, these are some obvious things. But first and foremost, of course, let's take a look. Okay, you want to find shelter, a sturdy building, of course, a safe room. Stay away from windows and do not go over any bridges in situations like this, as Alyssa and Corey have been talking about for the past, hour or so, as they've been keeping you up to date on the situation. Just to reset what we're looking at right now, we have a tornado warning for St. Johns County, primarily in the St. Augustine area. That's where they've been monitoring, right? Is that correct, Corey?
St. Augustine and north of St. Augustine.
Okay,
Yes.
So there you go. So that's where they've been looking at. Here is First Alert Doppler HD right now, and it is lit up like a Christmas tree. I also want to point out to you, we've getting a lot of calls into the newsroom for folks who want to be able to watch the Michigan-Wisconsin game. Sorry, this is more important right now. You can watch it on CBSSports.com or CBS All Access. Again, those are your available outlets for that game. Again, CBSSports.com and CBS All Access. Now, again, let's go back to this. An emergency kit for a situation like this. What do you need? Well, 1 gallon of water per person. That's almost like a hurricane situation. Enough non-perishable food to keep you over, a battery-powered weather radio, several flashlights, and a first aid kit. Now, hopefully, some of this won't be necessary because this is looking at what, Corey? An expiration of 3:15? Is that what the number is?
11 minutes from now.
Okay, so we're 11 minutes away. But in your estimation, is this going to go beyond 3:15 from the way it looks?
It doesn't look like that right now. That's a great question, Ben Becker. We aren't seeing any areas now in this tornado warning and the potential area of rotation that could potentially drop a tornado at any time. It doesn't mean that's not going to happen. It's a tornado warning, and we got to take it seriously. And I know we are covering up the game, but these are highly populated areas in St. Johns County where these storms have been moving through, and there have been indications on First Alert Doppler HD of some serious storms. So that's why we've been covering it here. We're waiting for a word from the National Weather Service, receiving nothing at this point. I'm going to switch back over to velocity. And like I mentioned, we want the green and the red to go bright and really close together. We don't have that right now. It doesn't mean there can be a little quick spin up thing here, especially north of State Road 16 along US 1 and A1A between Palencia and St. Augustine. Okay, now we're looking at a storm in Flagler County that is out of our viewing area, but there is a storm that is tracking toward Palm Coast that is going to be in that direction in about the next 10 to 20 minutes. A quick look here at First Alert Doppler HD in Flagler County with this storm, and this is Flagler County here. That's the storm right here. That's going to be making its way to Palm Coast, moving across I-95 and US 1 in about the next 15 or so minutes. Meanwhile, our tornado warning goes for another 9 minutes in St. Johns County. Alyssa, what do you have?
Yeah, would you actually be able to do me a favor? Well, the First Alert Storm Tracker is here first. So this is actually, he said that one more time, he is by State Road 16, approaching Ponce de Leon right now, and you can see the heavy rainfall as the First Alert Storm Tracker is heading out on the roadways, about to be out of light. A lot of cars out and about, so many people, Corey, out and traveling. Can we pull up First Alert Doppler HD right now? I want to zoom into the St. Augustine area, even though the cell is looking to be moving
We
towards...
actually have a storm report, Alyssa. Here, I'm going to pull this up for you.
Yeah.
This is St. Johns County thunderstorm wind damage.
Okay, yes, the thunderstorm wind damage time of the report at 2:30. So about 30 minutes ago, tree limbs were down across County Road 13A and County Road 214 near the Molasses Junction. Radar estimated time in Bakersville and St. Johns County. And Corey, we were actually seeing that circulation of that cell capable of producing a tornado roll through that location. So I'm not surprised as we were seeing those really strong wind gusts around that circulation as well.
And that's why we got to take these storms seriously with severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings. Your phone maybe kind of lighten up, and we're on TV telling you about it. But these are impacting our local neighborhoods, and we're also getting the rain on top of saturated ground that spots that have already seen a ton of rain. So, okay, looks like we're getting some word in from the National Weather Center or National Weather Service. Tornado warning continues until 3:15, so that is 7 minutes from now. A cluster of strong storms is located northwest of St. Augustine, moving northeast at 35. The storms have weakened. If the trend continues, the warning will be allowed to expire at 3:15. All right, we're going to go back down, kind of tighten this up here with some street level mapping. And looking back at the wind, there aren't any areas, at least imminently. There is a spot here just north of downtown St. Augustine. The wind is a little bit higher. So looking at the velocities here, we can actually look at how fast the wind is. That's going at about 30 miles per hour. That's in downtown St. Augustine. Can we pull back up the First Alert Skycam network? Just to kind of take a look at downtown, just to see what it looks like. Going to go back to the radar here, and there's the warning box. This is all the way out to A1A, South Ponte Vedra Beach, Vilano Beach as well, with a lot of heavy rain. That's the other thing with these two. Okay, we're looking at St. Augustine now on the First Alert Skycam network. We can actually see all the way to the fort. That's the first time in about 2 days that I've seen the fort from this camera because we have just been grunged in with the low gray clouds. The wind, you can tell, isn't moving all that crazy. The palm trees are just moving just a little bit. We do have the water on the camera lens and the rain that is falling. There are a lot of cars there in downtown St. Augustine. If you're driving Duval County, there are no warnings or advisories. Be careful. There's a lot of heavy rain and the ground saturated, and we are getting inundated again with rain. Alyssa?
Yes, exactly. And Corey, can you do me a favor? Can you get some of the rainfall rates as this is about to move towards Tide Edges Place right now? Actually, yeah, we can do Duval County first. Yeah, that line pushing to the beaches right now. Ferry Access Road, Atlantic Beach under some light rain, but you're about to see some very heavy rainfall and even some storm activity. So be ready for that in the next few minutes or so. But as we head southbound, Corey, to the St. Augustine area, if you can get some rainfall rates within the area that we're watching, that tornado warned location. Okay, yeah, so a lot of lightning along I-95 right here. This is the tornado warning in St. Johns County until 3:15. Heavy rain rates, an inch, in some locations 2 inches an hour. I'm wondering if our directors can actually pull up max 3. I know a lot of people are traveling for their Valentine's Day, wanting just to be out and about, and I'm actually seeing out on the roadways locations slowing down, especially along I-95. 33 miles per hour is seeming to be what people are slowing down because it's just blinding rain. It's a little bit unsafe out there, especially with the cloud to ground lightning. And as we had that storm report in St. Johns County, that's also what people are seeing, some debris out on the roadways. And then just into St. Augustine, people slowing down to even 6 miles per hour into downtown. Corey.
Alyssa, we actually just got into the First Alert Weather Center from the National Weather Service. A report of a funnel cloud. This was the rain wrap funnel cloud that we were talking about a few minutes ago near Bakersville. the intersection of County Road 13A and 208 down in St. Johns County west of I-95. This was earlier at 254, back when we were tracking this potentially tornadic storm. Looks like we also have a report of hail too. Let me check that out really quick. Some pea-sized hail reported by a storm chaser near 13A, and they're near Bakersville. So let's pull that up. This is another storm report with the same storm producing the funnel cloud earlier in St. Johns County at 254. Pea-sized hail near County Road 13A near Bakersville. They're in St. Johns County. Pea-size there at about 3/10 of an inch. So pretty small hail, but hail not something that we see normally here in this area. So definitely something. I talked about it on Action News Jax this morning, the threat for hail and tornadoes and damaging winds. Right here in this little cluster over Bakersville, we have all three of those storm reports. You got your first alert on that earlier this morning. So we're just about 3 minutes away from this tornado warning expiring. And switching back over to velocity mode, nothing immediately just reaching out and grabbing my attention in the warning box area. This is from I-95 all the way out to A1A, over US 1, South Ponte Vedra Beach, all the way down to downtown St. Augustine. That's basically where the tornado warning cuts off, up to US 1 to the airport and the south end of Palencia, and then back to I-95 at State Road 16 and down to about 207. I'm going to kind of give us a broad view here. We'll go up to Duval County and take a look in Jacksonville. There are no warnings. The line of rain is, at least the initial line is pushing through. You're seeing the first alert storm tracker there on the right-hand side of your screen in Vilano Beach. Looks like I can see some of the beach houses and beach buildings there. Some pockets of heavy rain here and there over Duval County. We're starting to see some of the breaks, though. You see where the rain gets a little bit lighter. The green gets a little bit lighter there on the west side of Duval and into McClenny. But more rain is going to surge up here from the south and southwest over about the next hour or two. And there will be a severe threat that we're going to have to watch, but it will primarily be well to the south of I-10. So Putnam County, southern St. Johns County, even into Flagler County, that we're going to have to watch through the afternoon and into the evening in regards to severe weather, because like we have seen, tornadoes can form pretty quickly here in Northeast Florida, and they can be hard to see. We have the report of the rain-wrapped funnel cloud from earlier, just a little before 3 o'clock near Bakersville and County Road 13A in St. Johns County. So we've got about 1 more minute on this tornado warning for St. Johns County and northern St. Augustine, South Ponte Vedra Beach, Vilano Beach. First alert storm tracker out in it. This is heavy rain that we're going to see off and on for the rest of the afternoon. There is first alert storm tracker. That is the Vilano Beach Pavilion. There along A1A. Looks like he's kind of making a U-turn here. You see the raindrops on the camera lens and the rain coming down with the heavy rain in St. Johns County. Also got some of that heavy rain in Jacksonville. I started tracking this thunderstorm in Putnam County. This was probably a little before 2:30. These are moving pretty quick at about 40 miles per hour. You're going to see bursts of this heavy rain through the afternoon and into the evening. And this is the same storm system we've been talking about for several days with a stationary boundary that has been basically wobbling back and forth over our viewing area. Heavy rain continuing for St. Augustine up into Jacksonville. The wind, we're looking at the velocity mode here. It looks like the tornado warning has expired, at least according to our computer. Haven't gotten that word from the National Weather Service. Some lightning intensifying off the coast of St. Augustine Beach. We have some isolated lightning here and there from Nocatee down to Palencia and all the way out to Ponte Vedra Beach. Receiving a report of ponding on the water, County Road 208, west of I-95 near Bakersville and Piccolata due to storms training over the same areas. These thunderstorms are moving over areas that have already seen rain from this same storm. We call that training, where they're basically lined up like boxcars on a freight train, and they move over the same area, dumping heavy rain. These rain rates anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain per hour. Also, we have the threat for an isolated tornado, a brief spin up, and some hail, and some damaging winds. According to my computer, the tornado warning has lifted. It has been expired. I see no threat for an imminent tornado. If you guys need to know about the weather, you're going to hear about it here on CBS 47 Action News Jax. We're going to be in and out of the race as necessary. We'll be on actionnewsjax.com. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter as well. And download the First Alert Weather app. It's a great tool to have. We'll send you alerts when heavy rain is moving in. And of course, all the severe weather, tornadoes, lightning, flooding, and damaging winds. Get the latest First Alert weather at actionnewsjax.com, and we're going to be here in the First Alert Weather Center through this afternoon and evening until the threat leaves us.
From Action News Jax, this has been a First Alert Weather Update.